Court does call the case of the people versus Cartier Reigns.
And that was the people.
And Laura Yagi, Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Cartier Reigns. Mr. James, can you unmute yourself and state your name for the court?
The moment this defendant started speaking, the entire courtroom froze. What was supposed to be a routine probable cause hearing quickly turned into something no one expected, because instead of stating his name, he declared himself a sovereign human being, separate from any legal identity. And within seconds, the judge knew this hearing was about to spiral. But that wasn't even the most chaotic part of the day. Let's dive in.
Also files with this block. He did. He said something. Mr. Drains, can you state your name, please?
I, Cartier Reigns, hereby declare that I am a living, breathing human being, a natural person distinct from any legal or corporate entity or fiction. I do not consent to be represented or binded by any assumed legal identity or strawman. I assert my full rights under natural law and constitutional protection as a sovereign individual. I stand before this court to represent myself. All legal matters pertaining to the charges brought against me. I reject any notion or claim that my person may be divided, operated or substituted by any separate legal entity. I affirm that all statements, evidence, and arguments I present are made on behalf of my living self, fully understanding my rights and responsibilities as a free individual.
Hey, you finished? All right, the court on its own motion is going to adjourn this because we're going to have an issue here. I have a feeling. I'm going to adjourn this probable cause hearing next week, August 7th. That's at 9 a.m. That is in person. He must be here so that I can hear him clearly in terms of what he wishes to say. Bond at this time will continue. Thank you.
I'll follow up with you. Thank you.
The court called the case of People versus Cartier Reigns. Instead of answering normally, the defendant launched into a declaration. I am a living, breathing human being, distinct from any legal or corporate entity. He rejected representation. He rejected the court's identity of him. He rejected what sovereign citizen ideology calls the straw man. For context, the so-called straw man theory is a common argument used in the sovereign citizen movement, where individuals claim the government created a separate legal entity tied to their name, and that courts only have jurisdiction over that entity. Courts across the United States have repeatedly ruled these arguments legally invalid. The judge didn't debate him, didn't argue, didn't escalate. He simply paused and said, "We're going to have an issue here." And just like that, the hearing was adjourned in person. Next week, bond continued. Because when someone directly challenges jurisdiction, a judge wants them physically in front of the court, not behind a screen. Procedure over argument. Every time.
Does call the case of the People versus Stephen Javon.
Hannah Mackey on behalf of Mr. Javon, who's approaching.
They did have my Social Security backwards and everything. Had me at the wrong birthday. I was born on Christmas, 12/25/66.
If you ever to the for the people.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're requesting to adjourn this matter.
State your name for the record, sir.
Red Kraken. I haven't had any income or nothing. They shut down. I didn't put my name at this. I didn't put my birthday.
Hang on a second, sir. Have you ever gone by the name of Stephen Javon?
Yeah, they had me listed at that name. That's my.
They have that listed as your name, but you're saying your name is something different now?
They had me listed at that name. I didn't know. I woke up from what they were doing to me. I had.
The next case began normally. It did not stay that way. When asked to state his name, the defendant began explaining. The government had the wrong birth date. Attempts had been made on his life. He had open wounds. There was a conspiracy against him. The judge narrowed it down to one direct question. Do I have the right person in front of me? The answer was yes, but the statements continued. Allegations of conflict of interest, claims of medical mistreatment, claims of intentional harm. At that point, the prosecution made a critical move. They requested a competency evaluation. Under U.S. criminal procedure, a competency evaluation determines whether a defendant understands the nature of the proceedings and can assist in their own defense. This is not punishment. It's a constitutional safeguard under the Due Process Clause.
Attempts to kill me, man. I hadn't had a night's sleep or nothing. Right now, my health is down, man. I'm suffering from a gunshot wound from segregation, in which I'm still going through stuff. I left a hospital with open wounds. Something happened.
Okay, but I just
Not
need
too
to
long
know.
ago, and then you were part of something. I'm really excited in conflict of interest with this. I'm really just excited to kill this case, man, because this case is. They got me the last day of the art fair. The last day of the art fair, I'm asking you to kill the case.
What art fair?
That's what happened to me. They made a false report and they got me.
Okay, all right.
Doing this stuff, crazy
Hold on,
stuff.
hold on. At some point, I myself or some other judge will hear all of your complaints. I just need to know, do I have the person in front of me that this complaint pertains to? So that's why I'm asking you. You've been known by the name Stephen Javon before at some point, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Before I was.
all right. Counsel, what do you want to do on this?
Approach, please.
No,
Maybe
I
the
can't keep
approach-
going because I ain't had no income. I can't keep going that stuff with it. Just doing stuff to me out here. I've had
is this gonna be
cases.
important? It's okay, yeah, come on.
This is
Okay.
open and shut state. I shouldn't be.
All right. Go ahead. Okay, what are we, record to reflect, you had a brief bench conference in this case. What are we doing with this man?
Your Honor, the people would like to request if there is an order for a competency evaluation. That is on a people's motion. I think that given what we've just heard from the defendant, it's an appropriate request at this time.
Any statement?
Evaluation, and they almost killed me. Man,
Sir,
better get me out this
Sir,
room, man. They
sir,
almost killed me, man.
sir,
I can't
sir.
keep going through this, man.
sir.
I'm not gonna go
Sir.
through no evaluation because I got an education, man. I'm not going through that no more.
Sir.
You did this last time to me, man. It's already a conflict of interest. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say,
He got-
sir, I'm gonna say,
Now,
sir, one
I
more
had a
time.
Reaction to that.
Sir.
Almost was dead from that allergic reaction, man. You and Collins, man. Already a conflict of interest.
I'm gonna order a competency evaluation, parental
I'm gonna order you
evaluation.
for a competency evaluation, man. Pretty, I'm finna sue y'all, man.
You wanna
When I
know
leave
what?
here.
You keep talking, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm
Because
not
I'm
gonna
gonna
get no
get- I'm
evaluation
gonna
from
get
you.
through-
You're not gonna do
I'm
this to
gonna
me
get
again.
through this hearing.
Yeah.
All right?
Not
If
gonna-
you don't want to conduct yourself appropriately, then we'll sit you in back until you can come out and conduct yourself appropriately.
I ain't going to no competency evaluation. I don't need no competency. I had medication I shouldn't even have in me. I almost
I'm gonna
died,
let you
man.
go
I'm
on
not
and try
gonna
to
be,
get it
I'm
all
not gonna
out.
be under no pressure with no medication. I'm not gonna be taking something that I'm not.
All right, I'll
no.
tell you what I'm gonna do. I've given you 2 warnings. I'm gonna pass the matter. Mr. Allen, you can place him in back. I will decide on what his bond is and everything else. You need to go with my bailiff, sir.
Man, you sitting there. I'm finna
You need
do
to
a truck.
go with
Okay.
them. Call
I'm a-
security, call security down.
Courtroom the same way, but-
The moment competency was mentioned, everything shifted. The defendant refused, loudly. He accused the court of trying to harm him, threatened lawsuits, refused cooperation. The judge issued multiple warnings. You keep talking, we're going to have a problem. But the disruption continued. And finally, security was called. The judge ordered the competency evaluation. The defendant was removed. Hearing paused. Bond subject to reconsideration. What began as routine docket work ended in courtroom chaos.
Man, that's what I'm saying. You a part of something that did something to me, man. All the time.
You guys might want to go check back there. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay.
That's his backpack.
What? What about his backpack?
Oh, it's your backpack? Oh, I was like,
You can take it home with you. I'm not, well, they'll get it.
yeah.
Just leave it there. I am not worried about that backpack.
Should be.
I'll pass this matter and we'll come back to it,
Thank you.
maybe.
Don't make it.
2 hearings, 2 very different legal issues. One involved sovereign citizen style jurisdictional challenges. The other raised real-time concerns about mental competency. But notice what stayed consistent. The judge never argued ideology, never matched emotion with emotion, never lost procedural control. Because in a courtroom, structure always overrides disruption. Jurisdiction is decided by law, not belief. Competency is evaluated by medical professionals, not self-diagnosis. And procedure governs everything. That's how order is maintained. Let me know in the comments. Do you think the first defendant genuinely believed the sovereign argument, or was it strategic delay? And in the second case, did the judge move quickly enough? As always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I post daily courtroom breakdowns.